What's something that we haven't talked about today that you want to talk about, or that you would, if you were to do shows like this on a regular basis, that you think that you would talk about?
I wouldn't put them in junk mail, right? Um, I think the biggest thing, and this is something that I've recognized that this is what's allowed us to be successful and to over double the size of our company and continue growth, strong growth, and to actually have a lot of money in the bank. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying like we've been successful, and the reason I think the number one reason that we've been successful is I'm not a victim to the circumstances around me. I'm not a victim to what other people do. My team is not a victim to what other people on their team do. My team is not a victim to our clients. Our team is not a victim to 2020. And we will not be victims. We will, our direction is set. Our path may have to change and veer and go off in different, we might have to take different paths, but the direction and the course that we've set is set, and we will find ways around all the obstacles that come in our way. But not being a victim to your circumstances, and because it's so easy to allow, to like, I can't think of a perfect example, but it would be like if you ordered a cookies and cream milkshake from Chick-fil-A, and they gave you the peach, and you're just like, blame it all on them or whatever. But in reality, you ordered the wrong thing on your phone, and you're trying to blame Chick-fil-A for screwing up your order. But in reality, you actually clicked the wrong button. I feel like that's what it's like to become a victim. Yeah, I mean, I could go on for hours about becoming a victim. But just, look in the mirror. The person that you're looking at in the mirror is, chances are that's the person that got you to where you are. And if you don't like what you see, you have the power to change it.
Well, I got a perfect example for you, right? And so Tim can attest to this. So people, New Year's resolutions are to get in shape, get fit, whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? That was not my thing in 2020. It was not to do that, but it was to go run a marathon, right? And then run it with Tim, who runs like every freaking day, right? And then immediately after that, it was go run this Ironman, go train for this Ironman race that's going to happen in June, right? And then we all know what happened. So Tim and I run the marathon back in March of 2020. It's like the last, I think, actual official race before COVID hit. And then so we run that, and then I'm immediately going into Ironman training. Well, as we know, everything got closed at that point. Guess what I did not stop doing? I couldn't go to the pool anymore because the pool did close, but I still did everything else that I was supposed to do. When the race got canceled, in the middle of May, guess who didn't stop working out and kept training and did his own DIY race in September, which was supposed to be the new time frame that got pushed back, right? And so it's just like you're saying, like, you put this thing on the damn board, this is what you want to do. If you're going to allow something to become an excuse as to why you can't do that, that's on you. Go look in the mirror, right? And I love that aspect of it. It's like, there's been rainy days for Tim when he wants to run. He runs at least 2 miles a day for the last, I don't know, almost 3,000 days at this point. There's been some really crappy days out there, right? It's a heat index of 110 today. Who wants to go run? Right. But you know what? He's got this thing in his mind called the Boston Marathon that he's qualified for, that he's got to be ready for that. And you don't know what's going to happen on race day. And race day for you is just another day in the business, right? Or this big thing that you have in mind. And so I think all too often people allow these outside things to get in the way, myself included at times, right? But not on this, right? And so it's like, hey, like, this is what I want to do, and I'm not going to let a damn thing get in the way, because this is what you're supposed to do. And so many people would just be like, I don't want to do that because the world tells me I don't have to right now. It's like, no, that's not the case. And so I appreciate that you said that. And, I appreciate Tim seeing what he's done over the years. What is that, 7-8 years now, Tim, that you've been running that? Like, it's absurd. The math is so hard to do. He doesn't even want to do it in his head. Like, it's that absurd. But he's like, I'm going to do this thing. You just do this thing. And it's like so many people outside whatever to get in the way. And it's just like, yo, like, I guess you didn't really want it. And that's it.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
So, well, this has been a blast. Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I mean, I can keep
I love
talking.
that cat picture too. That's cool. The cat and the tiger. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
That's great. Tim?
No, Micah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's one of the few times that we have a guest that we've not met beforehand. I always find these to be probably some of my most favorite because I learn so much, and I've taken a lot away from this episode. So appreciate you sharing all your knowledge, and it's great to meet you, man.
Yeah.
You do look familiar though. Are you sure do I know you?
Last name is Miller, so.
Did you go to the family reunion at that park and that? Micah, it's been a blast. Thanks for walking us through a lot of what you guys have been doing over the years, and continued success. And don't let that excuse get in the way, because I know it won't. So
that's right.
Peace, y'all. See you guys next week. Cheers.
We'll see you.